Hi, my name is Tim Trefren Jr.
Hi, my name is Tim Trefren Sr. We'd like to thank you for your interest in Trefren Outfitters. We'd like to give you some history about Trefren Outfitters. We've been hunting and guiding and outfitting in western Wyoming since the early 60s. This is second generation of Trefren Outfitters.
So let's go along up to camp now, and we can show you what camp has to offer and show you about some of our hunting country.
Camp is designed to offer a very comfortable vacation for you. Each individual sleeping tent is 12 by 14 foot, full wall tents on elevated wood floors. Each tent has a thermostatically controlled propane heat. Camp runs off of 11,000 watt generator. So what that means that there's electric lights and a plug-in in each tent facility. This is the inside of the sleeping tents for each of our clients. These beds are very comfortable, so you get a good night's rest. And the mattresses are great, so you wake up fresh the next morning, go hunting. The propane stoves are thermostatically controlled, so you can control your own heat comfort in here. There is electric light that will light up, so you can be comfortable and see what you're doing. Plenty of racks for you to hang your clothing. I think you'll find this to be very comfortable. Camp also runs off of a water system that is, the infrastructure is underground, which supplies a shower tent that has hot and cold running water. That tent also has a thermostatically controlled heat in it with electric lights. The cook facilities is a tent that's 38 by 18 feet.
I'm Tim Jr.'s wife. I'd like to welcome you to our cook tent. We start our mornings here every day. We make your breakfast so that you can start your day out right with a good meal before you go up on the mountain hunting. We have a refrigerator and a freezer, hot water heater, and 2 stoves to make our meals on. We also have hot and cold running water from our spring outside. We like to do our lunches in here, and we prepare them so that you can take them with you up on the mountain so that you don't go hungry while you're out during the day. When you come home in the evening, we have dinner ready for you so that you can have a fresh home-cooked meal when you get here.
I'd like to show you the inside of the tent now so you have some idea really what it's about for your comfort. Full-size kitchen, dining area. It has a wood-burning stove in it for aesthetic purposes. We believe in the spot and stalk method of hunting. We use the horses as a vehicle, transportation to get us in to where we want to hunt. We want to be there at first light. We get set up with our field glasses and spotting scopes. This mountain range is made up of a series of high mountain basins. We'll spend most of the day in one basin doing the spotting. Once we've located an animal, then we'll pattern the animal. We'll figure out a way that we can possibly make a stalk on this particular animal and in a safe environment. And then hopefully everything works out and you've harvested an animal that you've dreamt about of a lifetime. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our horses. We do use these horses as a vehicle to get us in and out of where we're going to hunt. Although we do believe in the spot and stalk method of hunting, the horse is a transportation to get us in there. These horses that we have are horses that we've used for many years. We get the animal down, then we'll use the horses not only to get you back to camp safely, but also to pack your animal back to camp for preparation for you to take the animal home with you.
Hi, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our trophy mule deer and elk hunting here in western Wyoming. We have probably one of the top 5 places in the world to take trophy mule deer. We like to see our hunters take a mule deer ranging from 160 to 180 is kind of what we average. Every year we do have hunters with opportunities, a 200-inch plus bucks and the 30-inch caliber. We have, in the past, we've had hunters take, 35.5-inch bucks that score up into the 210s, 212s. And our elk hunting is phenomenal also. We have a great herd of resident elk. We don't rely on migrations. Our average elk is 280 to 300 6-point bull. We like to see our hunters take that kind of bull, and we leave the smaller bulls alone. We like to see the hunters be a little selective in what they harvest, because we do know that the opportunity to take a larger bull is up there. Guy Eastman 2 years ago took a nice 6x7 340 class bull, and seen several bulls every year in the 340 to 360 class. Now that you've seen what our camp has to offer, why don't you come along with us on a high country mule deer and elk hunt with Guy Eastman from Eastman's Hunting Journal and Trefren Outfitters, and we can show you how we do it in western Wyoming.
And we're here up in the high country in Wyoming, western Wyoming, and Tim and I were able to stalk in with about 350 yards of this bull as he was feeding right here with another 5-point bull, and I was able to make a shot on him. It finally started to break, and Tim Jr. and I got on the horses and rode up onto the top of this basin here and started to glass. Now these animals live and die by the weather up here, and we knew when the weather broke that the animals were going to come out and feed. And sure enough, down in the bottom of this canyon, out popped about 3 or 4 bulls. Now these are just young bulls, not what we're looking for, but you never know. This time of year they group up and there could have been a big bull with them. But they're just 3, 4, and 5 points, just raghorns. And so we decided to continue on up over the top and look down into the other side. We got about a foot of snow, and it isn't quite enough to push these animals down out of the high country here, but it's enough to make them feed about 3 or 4 hours in the morning and the evening, which makes hunting a lot better. And that's kind of what you need in this country when you're hunting this time of year. You need some weather and some snow to push these animals around and get them moving. Tim turns to me and gives me a thumbs up. He says, "This is going to be a good day for hunting. The animals are out, and we're going to see a lot of game today. Let's go on up over the top and peek down on the other side. There's a basin back here that usually holds a lot of deer and elk, especially this time of year." Sure enough, as we eased over the top of this basin and looked down in there, there was 2 bulls and about a dozen cows and calves feeding. And we're up on a cliff way above these elk. And I turned to Tim and said, "How are we going to get on that bull?"
What are we going to do? I think we need to drop down a little lower. See if we can't cut down a little yardage on him. And as best as close as we're going to get those just right down here. Probably 300 plus yard, I think. So let's go get him.
Now what we're going to have to do is ease down onto the top of these cliffs and shoot off this cliff down across that basin. This bull has no idea we're here.
Yeah, there he is right there. You want to just slip down and get yourself set up there. I think you can get a good shot. I think he's about 300 yards. So he's just feeding, doesn't know we're here. So I think you get a real good chance at him. Okay.
Now the Trefrens have taken a lot of animals, trophy animals in this basin, elk and deer, and they know how to slip around in here without being seen. And sure enough, Tim gets me set up out on this rock outcropping about 350 yards from this bull. He has no idea I'm here. We'll get my pack set up on a dead rest, 350 shooting downhill. You want to get a dead rest, get as steady as you can. I'm shooting a 300 short magnum, so I get bared down on him, right on his shoulder, and just squeeze it off. Hit him. I hit him in the back here.
Did you hit him, Guy?
I didn't quite hit him in the shoulder and broke him down.
I hit him?
Yeah, you hit him. He's going down.
But he's hit hard.
Good shot.
No,
My golly, it's big. Can't believe it. Good
Thank
shot.
you. Oh, what a bull.
What a bull.
I'd just like to thank Tim and Tim Jr. for a fantastic hunt. Last night I had a chance at a 31-inch 190 mule deer, and that's no kidding, up here in this high country. And the stock just didn't work out on the last day of the deer season. I'm here with Tim Trefren of Trefren Outfitters out of Thane, Wyoming. And Tim, you guys hunt this western Wyoming high country. I kind of grew up over here, and this is some magnificent country. What kind of animals do you hunt here, and what are the seasons?
Okay, we hunt both trophy mule deer and elk.
It's bedded right below us, about 300 yards in the middle of that timber patch.
Nice shot.
A nice trophy high mountain mule deer.
You know, he's a nice representative of what the western Wyoming mountains have to offer.
Right.
There's not very many places in the world that you can come and find bucks like what we found.
Right. We've looked at almost 100 bucks this week, and he's the best one we've seen. Of course, you've seen a lot bigger in here, but we got the job done, and
Yes, we did.
played a little chess game up in these high mountain basins, and that's what big buck hunting up here is all about.
That's right. I guess the checkmate belongs to us today.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
What a buck.
Oh, great buck. Nice job.
Thank you, Tim.
Congratulations, you got a great deer.
What a trophy high mountain mule deer.
Our seasons begin the 15th of September for deer in both Region H and G. We hunt both Region H and G. And our elk rifle season begins the 26th of September and runs through the 31st of October.
In my opinion, some of the best mule deer country in the West. Last night we looked at a buck that was over 30 inches, 190 mule deer. It was the last day of deer season, and we just couldn't connect with him. But you just have some magnificent mule deer here in this country.
Yeah, we really do have. We've been blessed with the genetics and the things it just takes to support good trophy mule deer.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for having us, Tim. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We really appreciate you too, Guy.
Now that you've seen what camp has to offer, let's open up the photo album and see what kind of trophies some of our hunters have taken over the last few years. Here's a picture of a young man who took a real nice 180 class buck. And this next buck is really a great buck. He's 35.5 inches, scores 200 inches. They don't come much better than that. Here's a 32.5 inch buck. Doesn't score real well, but he's a buck that you just got to take. Here's another nice 30 inch 180 class buck. Here's a bull that scores in the 320 to 330 class. Another bull that scores right around 300, which is about average. We do have great Chirus moose hunting. Here's a great bull that come out of our camp. I hope you enjoyed our film on our hunting operation here at Trefren Outfitters. We look forward to having you in camp at some point in the future. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give one of us at Trefren Outfitters a call.